And have they offered the name of their support workers?
They don't, and neither of them have mental health nurses because they don't have psychotic episodes according to the adult mental health team.
Right.
But there is a man who's been burrowing through the walls to get into her house. Right, okay. So we shut a little bit earlier than the government advice because the vast majority of our members are elderly and have pre-existing health conditions. So we shut quite early, and that left us with quite a bit of capacity. So we started driving for the local food bank and Meals on Wheels. And then after about a week of lockdown, the council got in touch and said, would we be the ward lead for social care referrals? So that means how we define it is, if you live in Holbeck and Beeston and you need help in this time, it's our job to make sure that we do that before the end of each day.
So we're in the upstairs concert room of the Holbeck. We moved up here quite early on because it's the largest space in our building, so the easiest place that we could set out all of the desks, which we'll see, in a socially distant manner. There's a number of volunteers who work from home, so although their volunteer badges arrived, they've not come into the building because they're doing befriending calls or other sort of assistance from home. I think we've got about 80, a bit more than 80 volunteers from all across Holbeck and Beeston who volunteered through the council's coronavirus action call out.
So I've not been furloughed, so I work full time somewhere else, and then they've sort of said that I can do a day a week volunteering. So every Friday I come down here and do delivery, make up parcels, make up boxes today, just whatever kind of needs doing.
Downstairs is our warehouse, we call it. So it's a big food store. We're kind of maximising all of the fridges that we've got with sort of cold supplies.
Whenever we get deliveries in from certain suppliers, so people like Real Junk Food Project, Costco, St Vincent's, Food Fair, it comes in here, it gets sorted out, pre-bagged into veg packs, fruit packs, and then when the team members and volunteers go upstairs, they get given a card with details of what's needed for that particular case, and they come down here. If they need food, they tell us what it is. But at lunchtime, the volunteers then take hot food out to families, which is made by Mecca, bingo. And then by the time they come back, any more referrals that have come through from the council are then here, and then we process those as well. So it kind of runs for around 6-7 hours a day.
Address there is at the pharmacy. Any problems at all, give me a call.
Yeah.
That badge should be enough to sort you out at the pharmacy.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, pal.
So the first couple of weeks I was helping distribute flyers about the scheme because not a lot of people knew about it, and distributing some flyers about the artwork that Slung Low are doing. So they're getting people to draw artwork, and then they're going to display it on the lampposts around Beeston and Holbeck for people to go and look at.
One of the things that we talk a lot with our funders and with the government is that we haven't at any point stopped being a theatre company. We can't put plays on here, it would be irresponsible, but we released a film we made and that went incredibly well. People were able to watch that at home. We have a very silly game show every other Sunday that's live broadcast that has more people watching that than we can physically fit in this building. And we also have the LS11 Art Gallery, so we put a flyer through every door saying, we know you're locked down, but you're still creative, you're still brilliant. Make a piece of art, get in touch with us, and we'll come and take a picture of that piece of art, and then we'll print it on A3 large waterproof boards. So all over the area, we've got nearly 100 paintings up now, and it's growing every day. The art of the people who are locked in these houses are presented on the lampposts, so that when you go in for your exercise, you get to see how brilliant your neighbours are. And that's part of our storytelling mission. We're telling the story that everybody lives in Holbeck and Beeston, even though they're trapped in their houses, even though they're fed up, even though they're feeling down, are still brilliant, are still creative. And if we can help a little bit to unleash that creativity so everybody gets to see it, then that's still Slung Low keeping to its original mission. Hello, it's Alan Lane from the Holbeck Club. How are you? Yeah, tough times, isn't it? So is Carl still walking your dog? So the mental health people came and they said everything's fine. Do you still need the bins doing? You do, okay. And you need food delivering? Yeah, so we'll do your bins and deliver your food tomorrow. Listen, best of luck. You've got my number now. If you need anything, you just call me back. We're at the Holbeck, and so you don't have to ring the council again. So I think it's time to ring the police, and you've got to keep ringing them every time this happens, because there's got to be an understanding of the problem. And if you tell me there isn't anyone I can tell, I can just talk to you, but I think you have to ring the police and tell them that people are in your house again. When we closed, the very first thing we did was write a letter to the nearest 250 of our neighbours saying that we were closed, but we weren't going anywhere. One of the team moved in and lived in the flat upstairs, and the rest of us still came into work each and every day, even though we were closed. And that letter said, whatever it is you need, just give us a shout. We've got energy, we've got people, we've got a bit of cash. All that really happened was the council, and I don't know why we wouldn't do that. Like these are our neighbours, this is our community, these are the people that we try and entertain and hold a nice space for. When the council came to us, all they asked us to do was what we'd already been doing for 250 people, but for 7,500 households. That's our job. Until this is over, whatever those 7,500 homes need, it's our job to provide it. And then when this is over, we'll go back to doing what we're doing before, which is creating a space for them to come and have fun and be with their friends and be educated and to be entertained. But we can't do that at the minute. But what we can do is that basic level of support and help to everyone in our community.